Bisu's going to be forced back. I don't know how Iris held that. Iris with a couple more siege tank at that expansion, the 3 o'clock position that he's now built the command center for, just manages to hold. I don't know how he did that. That was absolutely brilliant defense by Iris. Just holds that defense just in the nick of time. And I felt that the Bisu I guess, couldn't run those Dragoons right into those siege tanks because there were spider mines in the way. Now Bisu has got Arbiter out, however, and I feel that Iris actually came out on top in that attack because Bisu had a large army of Zealots that is going to take him a little bit of time to replace, and he really couldn't afford to lose that. Meanwhile, Iris with the 2 dropships, I guess he managed to save both of those dropships, is going for another drop. Looks like this time he's going for that expansion that Bisu's trying to take the natural expo of the 7 o'clock main. Iris, meanwhile, building a little command center at that expo just south of the 6 o'clock position to try and take the 6 o'clock expo. He's also taken the 3 o'clock expo now that is defended with a couple of siege tanks and spider mines, and Iris is doing a great job of holding a lot of territory with very few units. Now he's firing some SCVs over to that 3 o'clock base as well. Bisu intense concentration on Bisu's face. He's now got a large group of troops massed around that robotics facility. Now the Arbiter going in, and I feel Bisu should be able to get a decent Arbiter recall potentially at that 3 o'clock base where the Iris could be vulnerable. Iris now bringing, and looks like he's actually not going for recall. Looks like he's going to go down stations. Iris has got the science vessel. He's got his first science vessel, and again the EMP is going to be crucial here. If he can get a couple of good EMPs, that's going to be the difference between a victory and a loss for Iris. Iris once again getting spider mines down. I feel Iris has been a little bit vulturized. He's been sacrificing a lot of vultures. Now Iris putting down. He's got 6 factories, putting machine shops down on factory 3 and 4 to ramp up that siege tank production, but I feel that Iris has left himself a little bit vulture-like, and that's why he was vulnerable, because he was using those vultures to harass, and that's why Bisu decided to take the advantage and take the opportunity and try and push in, because he knew Iris was short on those vultures, and Bisu, with a lot of Zealots, was in an ideal position to make advantage of it, yet somehow Iris' defense held, and Iris, I think, building those blocking structures makes all the difference. He's building supply depots all over the place, engineering bay as well, and now Bisu getting a storm off, brilliant storm by Bisu, catching quite a lot of SCVs, even though he actually stormed from below the cliff, from behind the cliff where Iris could see him coming. He managed to get a good storm off and escape with the shuttle and I believe the High Templar as well. Iris once again pushing forward, and again, he's doing a good job of keeping those siege tanks in those dropships, keeping them mobile, allowing him to take on Bisu and keep Bisu busy without actually having to unsiege all of his tanks and move in a slow fashion. I think that's a great way to play the way Iris has been playing, and he's done that throughout the series, and I think Bisu has found it very difficult to deal with this mobility that Iris has used the dropships for. Now Iris coming, he's going to potentially do that dropship. No, Bisu's not focusing with the photon cannon. Bisu needs to micro that photon cannon there and take that dropship down. Meanwhile, Iris continues to delay Bisu's forces with the vultures, and Iris is going to escape with the 2 dropships. That dropship survives with the sliver health. However, Iris didn't do too much damage to Bisu's economy, and he's lost most of his vultures in the process. Now Iris is going to run 3 or 4 probes of Bisu. Is going to be able to take that down. Arbiter is going to come in, but Iris managed to snipe the probes with those vultures. Good micro by Iris, and I feel that what's letting Bisu down here is actually a thing that has been one of his greatest strengths throughout his StarCraft career. That has been his multitasking. Iris just seems to be in more places at the same time than Bisu can be right now, and that is hurting Bisu. And Iris is fighting back hard in this game, and you have to feel that right now the momentum, if not swinging back into Iris' favor, is definitely in the balance, and this game could go any way, folks. One mistake by either of these players, one brilliant maneuver, will decide the fate of this matchup between these 2 players, and you can just see how desperate both these players are to win. Both players by desperate, and Iris, I have to be impressed at how well he's defended with smaller armies against Bisu's forces, really using the Terran defense paradigm to maximum advantage. Bisu now coming in towards the expansion 12 o'clock position. He's got a lot of Dragoons in place. The Arbiter is going to come in, and that Arbiter manages to stasis all of Iris' siege tanks, and Iris could potentially lose this command center. All he's got is a couple of spider mines, but he's got more vultures coming in, though. He's got a couple of siege tanks up on the ridge, however, as well. So he should be able to hold this command center. Bisu doesn't have enough forces, I feel, to take it down. Bisu has got some reinforcements there as well, but Iris with those siege tanks up on that ridge. Meanwhile, EMP going off as well from the science vessel. Bisu's bringing more reinforcements with Zealot starting closing on that ramp. Rushing in, he's going to take one of the siege tanks down. The 3 siege tanks are still stasis, and now brilliant storm over Iris' forces on the 2 siege tanks on the cliff. Iris trying desperate to repair. He's going to lose all the siege tanks. Bisu with brilliant storms. Bisu now finally delivering that perfect storm. He's got a shuttle as well in the mix, dropping a couple of Zealots down, and that command center is going to be taken down. It's force lifted by Bisu, but unfortunately Iris is not going to save that command center. He's trying to float it away. It's taking a lot of damage. Actually, that command center is still burning. He might be able to get it back to his base and drop. Meanwhile, Iris coming in with a drop at Bisu's base at the 8 o'clock position, at the 9 o'clock position. He's got about 4 siege tanks there. That photon cannon is going to go down. However, Iris is struggling to hold his expansion south of the 6 o'clock base, and he's lost 6 o'clock bases, and Iris in desperate trouble right now. Bisu coming in with the Dragoons, Iris is killing a lot of probes at Bisu's expansion at the 9 o'clock position. Iris, however, is taking heavy casualties as well. He's lost a lot of SCVs here. However, he's just about managed to hold this command center. Bisu doesn't have enough forces to be able to finish it off, and Iris has done significant damage to Bisu's economy at the 9 o'clock base, and that's going to hurt Bisu big time. But Bisu is trying to close in, but he doesn't have enough, I feel, to take this out. Iris with a D matrix Meanwhile, Bisu looks like he's trying to build another expansion. However, you've got to feel that Bisu's probably a little bit ahead there, because even though Bisu lost a lot of probes to that harass from Aris, he killed that expansion at the 12 o'clock base, and that's absolutely critical. That 12 o'clock expansion going down for Aris is going to hurt him big time. Now he's got a large group of forces out again into the field. He's got a decent-sized group of forces. Siege looks like Aris now pushing down to the middle line. Bisu with a very Zealot-heavy force. He doesn't have a lot of Dragoons. He lost a lot of Dragoons. He hasn't had a chance to replace them yet. He's now going to lose that robotics facility. He doesn't bother too much. He loses the Observer there as well as the Pylon on the robotics facility. He's got mainly Zealots and High Templar that he really needs Dragoons to pop out. He's got an Arbiter coming out as well. But this is an opportunity for Aris to push after he's killed a lot of Bisu's Dragoons, and Aris is taking advantage of that. He's heading straight down towards Bisu's place. So Aris finally converting from defense to attack. He's been playing very defensively so far in this matchup, but he's finally going to make a push at that expansion at the 8 o'clock base, and I'm not sure Bisu has enough to defend this. Aris laying spider mines down as well. Bisu doing some good mind drags, losing only the one Zealot to all of those spider mines, but a couple of vultures are going to delay those Zealots, those 4 Zealots, as Aris continues to push up, and Aris laying layers of spider mines behind him as he pushes forward, and Aris has done that throughout, cutting Bisu's reinforcements off. Bisu coming in with the High Templar. High Templar dies as soon as it drops. The shuttle coming, taking damage as well. EMP as well, but Bisu still managed to get the recall right in the midst of Aris' attack. Storm going off on all of Aris' siege tanks. Brilliant storm by Bisu. He's going to take most of these siege tanks down, but Aris has still got a decent amount of units there. He's actually going to be able to kill all of Bisu's units. That recall is going to end up wasted. He does have a couple of High Templar, but they don't have Storm. Another High Templar trying to close him, but he dies before getting the storm of Aris, brings the science vessels back as well. Those science vessels were critical in that battle. Bisu now bringing reinforcements and desperately trying to close with the siege tanks. The siege tanks are on siege, and that's going to allow those Dragoons to be very effective. Bisu closing with the Zealots on top of those siege tanks, with the Zealots closing in with the siege tanks. Bisu forces Aris back. Bisu forces Aris back. Aris loses one of the siege tanks, but Aris has got reinforcements arriving in as well. Bisu chasing with the DT and the Zealots. That siege tank fighting well in retreat, but finally dying. And now Aris with 2 siege tanks. He's got more reinforcements arriving as well. He managed to pick up one of the science vessels. 2 Dragoons left. That science vessel needs to get taken down. Bisu is going to take that science vessel, gets killed. The hero Dragoon takes the science vessel out before it dies. That's horrible for Aris, because that's going to allow Bisu to be much more effective with his arbiters. However, Aris does have a lot of command centers, and I presume he should have comsat scans as well. Aris going to push forward that expansion at the 9 o'clock position. He's not letting the pressure up. Bisu sending some probes around the middle just to try and delay Aris' reinforcements. Aris with a couple of dropships as well, now putting pressure on that expansion that Bisu's put up at that 10 o'clock base, and that's going to be horrible for Bisu. Bisu, however, bringing a recall. He's going to clear out D-Matrix, goes off on the siege tank. Storm goes off as well. Absolutely insane battle from both these players. Crazy fighting. Bisu managed to secure that expansion at the 8 o'clock position. However, Aris with the lone siege tank is out of that range of that photon cannon. Bisu with the probe is going to be forced to try and take that siege tank down with a single probe. He's going to probably use that photon cannon at the 10 o'clock position, but I think he's going to be able to save that base. Now Bisu looks like he's going for the counter. Both players back and forth. Thrust and counter strong here for both players. Bisu managed to take that siege tank down with his probes. Crazy fighting here, guys. This is absolutely insane. Both of these players. This is like round 8 of a massive boxing matchup between Mike Tyson and I would have to say Muhammad Ali himself. And